Shani Dev, also known as the god of justice, is always depicted as having a dark complexion and wearing dark robes. But being the son of the sun god Surya, why does Shani Dev have a dark complexion? This is the story that we will be discussing today, including the astrological reasons behind the dark color of Shani Dev. Welcome to the Young Hermit, where we love discussing mythology. As per Rig Ved, the sun god Surya married Devi Sanjana, who was the daughter of the divine architect Vishwakarma. The sun god is a vast source of energy, and Devi Sanjana could not bear the intensity of this continuous heat emitted by the sun god. She therefore decided to undergo penance to find a solution to this problem. However, she did not want the sun god to notice her absence, and hence she produced her clone Chaya. The task of producing a clone was not at all difficult for Devi Sanjana, as she was the daughter of the divine architect Vishwakarma, and right from her birth she had possessed unique powers. Devi Sanjana then informed Devi Chaya the purpose of her birth, that was to take her place as the wife of Surya Dev and take care of all the daily affairs until Devi Sanjana returns after completing her meditation. Devi Chaya assured Devi Sanjana that she will make every effort so as to make sure the sun god doesn't find out the truth. And soon Devi Chaya immersed herself in her role as Surya Dev's wife and was diligently taking care of all the household affairs. One day, the famous god sage Narad Muni arrived and called Devi Chaya by her real name. Devi Chaya was startled on hearing this, as she believed no one was aware of her true identity. Narad Muni then assured her that he only had her best interest in mind and was here to only deliver the message of Lord Vishnu, that she was destined to have a son and that this son was to become one of the most important Navgrahas, that is one of the most important 9 deities that will influence the lives of humans on earth. In a matter of time, Devi Chaya was pregnant with Surya Dev's child, and she was delighted that as per the divine plan, her son will in future assume a significant position in this universe. Being a devotee of Lord Shiva, she began an intense penance to obtain his blessings for the child in her womb. She prayed so intensely that she did not care for food or water and would often pray for extended durations of time. This intense penance and the continuous exposure to sun's heat had a detrimental effect on her health as well as on the health of the child in her womb. As a result, due to insufficient nutrition, when Shani Dev was born, he was relatively weak and, unlike his father, he had a dark complexion. Despite all this, Shani Dev had immense powers right from his childhood, which were actually the results of Devi Chaya's severe penance. And it was Lord Shiva who granted Shani Dev the position of the Lord of Justice, with the primary duty of distributing rewards or punishments depending on the karmas of human beings. Astrologically speaking, each of the 9 deities among the Navgrahas have been assigned different aspects of human lives as per the cosmic scheme of events. Surya Dev, or the sun god in astrology, represents professions like government, governors, prime minister, president, kings, CEOs of various companies, and other prominent positions. In short, the sun god represents the top 1% of the humans in terms of positions of authority. On the other hand, Shani Dev is always the rebel who fights for the bottom 99% of the population. He represents the service class people, the common man, which includes the sweepers, the cobblers, the miner, the mason, and many such professions. Sun god represents the brighter side, that is the soul, ego, confidence, power, authority, while Shani Dev on the other hand represent the darker realities of life, that is, old age, sorrow, discipline, transformation, and also death. Thus, Surya Dev and Shani Dev represent the exact opposite aspects in astrology. Therefore, as Surya Dev is always depicted as bright and radiant, Shani Dev, on the other hand, is depicted exactly opposite to him, as having a dark complexion with dark robes. Now that we have discussed about Shani Dev and what are the areas of human lives that he influences, we must also realize that he is actually the god of justice. It is imperative that he will inflict punishments on those who have sinned. But it is also true that if one's karmas are good and if one is leading a disciplined life without hurting any living being, humans or animals, Shani Dev definitely bestows enormous blessings on such an individual. And individuals blessed by Lord Shani always lead a very content life, as they are easily able to overcome all the obstacles in life. Being the god of justice, Shani Dev always rewards persistence and hard work, and his blessings have the power of turning an ordinary ragpicker into an emperor of the world, provided the individual maintains his hard work, discipline, and good deeds throughout his life. One must always remember that Shani Dev might delay but will never deny the fruits of one's hard work. In case you have liked this video, please do consider subscribing to our channel and press the bell icon for all future updates. Thank you for watching this video. Namaskar.